All right, perfect. I don't have any like funny way to intro this at all. Normally, I start off with some sort of cold open, but now we're just gonna get straight into it. Welcome to Half Apps. This is AJ right here, rocking 247. You know what I'm saying? How you doing today?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good, I gotta say. I've been busy, and I got a
Yeah,
midterm on Tuesday. I haven't studied for yet, but we're still chilling.
awesome.
We're still chilling.
No, that's great. I have an exam on Monday actually, and I need to study for that as well. So I think on Sunday, me and my study group are gonna be taking care of that in my Eco 102 class. It's been fun taking 100 level economics classes because I get to basically do nothing and it's fine.
We love that. I
Um,
I remember taking 102 is macroeconomics, right?
yes, it's macro.
Oh my goodness, I remember taking macroeconomics, and I'm a math major, so I do
Yeah.
other computations. Not that not I don't want to discredit econ classes. I'm not, but the calculations, the pure math calculations you do in that class are very easy.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they just are. Not to
Dude,
discredit what eco
I
majors
love the Instagram reels of like being a business major. It's so hard. And then it's like footage of someone like doing like 1 + 1 = 2. You know what I mean? Like
I've seen a
I
few of
love
those. I know what
those.
you mean.
It's
Uh,
great. No, I can't talk though. I'm a sociology major. Sociology is incredibly easy. At least for me. You just get to yap about society for like however long you like. So it's great. But yeah, you're a math major, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What made you, I guess, decide to be a math major? Just out of curiosity.
I've been into math for a while.
Hmm.
It's been one of my aptitudes all throughout school.
Yeah.
Uh, Actually, when I was going into college, I was in between being a math major and being a comp sci major.
Oh.
Looking back, I made the right choice.
Yeah, right decision
Um,
for sure.
but no, in all seriousness, I remember going to college thinking, okay, like I'm between math and computer science. I'm interested in both. Like I'm a computer nerdy guy,
Yeah.
and I'm also into math. You know,
Yeah.
so I was thinking about naturally job security. Everyone and their mother's getting into computer science right now. I think
Yeah.
math would be better, and so I chose math.
Crowd market for sure.
Yeah, and I've been happy there.
And listen, I have some comp sci friends. They're always like they whenever they get out of class, it looks like they just got back from war. Like they got the craziest homework amount of classwork and stuff like that. Comp sci is a
Yeah, no, it's not
tough
easy,
major.
and what it doesn't help that, from what I understand, our comp sci department here is massive. Like, there's a lot of students in comp
Yeah.
sci. Am I wrong?
Massive.
So
Yeah.
like, I'm sure that doesn't help. That yeah, like I've taken a few comp sci classes here. I'm doing
Yeah.
comp sci minor,
Hmm.
and yeah, no, there's a lot of
Yeah.
comp sci students, and I'm sure that doesn't help things, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like the STEM complex. I swear it makes up like a quarter of the whole campus. It feels like there are so many different buildings for the STEM fields, which makes sense, obviously, but it's crazy
No, I get that
thinking
because you
about
got
it.
well, yes and no. You got like the physics and math building, which is
Yeah,
connected to like the chem and bio
yeah,
building,
it's more
right?
chem and bio. Yeah,
Um, so you have that. That's one building. Then you
then
have the STEM building,
yeah, the
which
big
is
STEM building with the cafe.
yeah. Although that building's always been weird to me because it's just like, what is supposed to be there? Like on the first floor, I know there's like comp sci stuff. I had a comp sci
Yeah,
course in there last semester, so I think there's comp sci stuff in there.
do they do robotics,
I think there's some engineering stuff in there too.
engineering?
I
Probably.
want to say, and there's like one room that's like a big computer cluster, like
Yeah,
server type of thing. But like, it's just kind of like the other category, like it's
yeah,
not like for anything specific. It's just I think this for like some computer science and engineering stuff.
yeah.
At least the first floor, which
Honestly,
I was on last semester.
that building scares me. It's too modern.
That building scares you?
Yeah, it's too modern.
Have you
I
been
don't
in
know.
Forcina?
Yeah, I have been. I mean, I also Forcina also makes me uncomfortable.
Oh my goodness, Forcina. I love Forcina,
Oh my
especially this
goodness.
semester. Do you know what's been going on?
What's been going on?
Well, okay, first,
Well, I know they're taking it down,
they're taking it down.
or
Well,
like
I don't know if
they're
they're
rebuilding
renovating,
it.
right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah, yeah,
renovating.
yeah. Yeah, no, they're not running it down. But yeah, no, they are rebuilding, renovating, whatever you want to call it. Which is good. That building should have it. I don't
Oh
know how old it
yeah.
is, but you get the vibe. You get the Forcina vibe. Um, but yeah, it's the second floor is completely closed. Like
Really?
closed new construction, can't enter it. When you're
Yeah.
going up the staircase, you see that on the doors.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. The fourth floor, I don't know about the first or the third floors. I think the first floor is under a little bit of construction, but you can
Yeah.
still go around it. I don't know about the third floor. I haven't been on it yet, but I have a class on the fourth floor this semester. The fourth floor is also under construction, so like obviously you can still go in it and be safe, but like
Yeah.
the walls are like getting painted. There's like holes in the ceiling.
Yeah, no,
There's like
it's
drapes over where parts of the walls are like
it's
I don't know about taken
all
down, but
it's all
like
coming down.
yeah.
It's withering away for sure. No, I remember I took some of my exams in Forcina, and it was real ominous. I did not feel great in there. If it weren't like beautiful sunshine out, I would have thought I was in a horror movie. And when it comes to horror movies, I'm definitely the first to go. I am a very scaredy cat. But it was I remember 2024 spring semester. So this would have been your spring freshman year.
Yeah, yeah.
And this was my spring sophomore year. There was the little earthquake. You remember?
Yes, I remember.
Dude,
I remember not feeling anything.
I was in
but-
Forcina. I was second floor Forcina, actually, ironically enough. And we all feel like the rumblings. Like, I feel like we felt it like twice as hard as like everyone else.
Because you were the shaky off Forcina.
Yeah, because
building.
we're in shaky off Forcina.
That might be the worst place to be.
Generally, I was like, oh, we're going down. It's all going down. Tell my parents I love them. We're all going down. They took down Forcina. They forgot to notify us. Dude, I was terrified.
Wait, so did you not know it was an earthquake? You just thought they were gonna wrecking ball the place?
But I genuinely, there was a second where I thought that was the case. It ended up just being an earthquake, which is,
Yeah.
it could have been worse.
But okay, that is something.
It wasn't that bad of an earthquake, though, I don't think. But
Yeah.
it was crazy. Like, New Jersey never gets no earthquakes or anything
No,
like that.
I don't understand. Like, it deals with like tectonic plates or whatever. Isn't New
Yeah.
Jersey like not on any or something?
Yeah, I
understand
think
how
we're
that
chilling.
works.
I think we're in the middle of the middle of the land, to where like we're not in that friction area.
So
I think we
Yeah.
just got very. I feel like New Jersey is honestly a very lucky place in terms of weather, because
yeah, low key. I
Like,
mean,
we are just we're just out of reach for hurricane season for the most part.
like I know what you mean.
Um,
Yeah, we get some bad hurricanes, but like not like Florida bad, not
Yeah,
like Georgia
yeah.
bad.
Normally we're getting the tail end of a hurricane's impact.
Yeah,
We're also, again, like, we're not in any real threat of an earthquake.
mhm.
And then, like, it's not. Well, it does get really hot in New Jersey, but it doesn't get that much hotter in New Jersey than other states.
yeah, yeah.
And it doesn't get, freezing cold as well. So we're kind of in, like, a very nice neutral zone.
Yeah, that's an interesting thing. I've thought about that too. It's like, everyone complains about like, oh, it's so expensive to live in New Jersey, this, that, yada yada. But like,
Yeah.
it's low key not a bad place in the country to live.
Yeah, because you
Like-
don't have to really think about weather when it comes to moving. Whereas, like, living in Florida is cheaper, but you always gotta be prepared for hurricane
Yeah,
season.
you gotta like get like insurance, and even then
And
they might
that's-
not like. That's a thing.
And you might have to pay more for specific buildings that are more hurricane proof than others as well. So it's like, it's kind of a trade off. I know this because my family, I have family that lives in Florida. I have quite a few family members that live in Florida, and they always like, dude. I remember one of the crazy hurricanes. They decided to stay in because they had like nowhere to really move to or evacuate to, and I was like, yo, my family's gonna be fried. But they ended up being okay.
Yeah, thank God. Happy to hear that.
Yeah, no, I was very, very glad that they ended up being okay. They were in like one of the more, I guess, hurricane-proof buildings.
Okay.
So it seemed like things were gonna work there, and I guess it did. I don't know what they do. I don't know if they just like use flex tape to hold together the building.
Yeah, the Flex Seal guy comes in.
Yeah.
He flexes the whole house,
That's
and that
a
is
lot of
good.
damage. Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I sawed this house in half. Oh, with flex tape. Nah, but that's cool.
I unleashed a hurricane upon the state of Florida. It fixed it all back together with flex
with
glue.
flex glue.
I love that guy, dude. Hope he's doing
Ah,
well.
he's great. I hope he is doing well. Has he done one of those things in a while?
Because
like not that I
probably,
know of. Yeah,
maybe, I don't know. I don't really keep up. I just remember seeing
Nah,
those commercials back in the day.
that's real.
It's awesome though, and it is cool though to be in New Jersey. I mean, what part of Jersey are you from? Because where I'm from, like, it's it's quite nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm also from I would say a nice part of Jersey. I'm from Freehold, Howell area.
Oh yeah, you're Freehold area. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Because you
so-
went to school at County. right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, yeah. So Freehold. I've been there. I mean, I went there a few times for the Smash tournaments that are in the Freehold area,
Hmm.
like kind of like Tom's River ish.
Yeah.
Freehold's also like pretty decent, pretty nice.
Yeah, it is. It's got a downtown area. It's a cool area.
Yeah.
Freehold Howell, that whole Monmouth County. Uh, yeah. So to answer your question, and to be a bit more specific, I'm from Central Jersey.
Yes.
Just saying,
In Central Jersey, apparently is real.
it is real.
I've been, I guess, like Stockholm syndrome into believing that Central Jersey's real. I was very staunchly like it's not real. It's just North and South Jersey. But ever since being at TCNJ, everyone insists that Central Jersey's real here, and so I'm like, I guess it is.
Yeah,
If that made people believe, then I guess who am I to say
I
no?
commend you for that.
I
'Cause
appreciate that.
it's so interesting how yes, Central Jersey is real. By all accounts, Central Jersey is real now. Like they
Yeah.
released the official thing. The only thing with that is, again, I'm from Monmouth County.
Hmm.
Everyone from Monmouth County will tell you that Monmouth County is in Central Jersey. They'll tell you that they're from Central Jersey.
Yeah.
But for some reason, the governor said, "Nah, that's North Jersey," and everyone
Yeah.
from Monmouth County is just like, "No, what are you on?"
Yeah, they divided it really weird. Though.
They
That was
divided
another
it so
controversy. Whereas like Central Jersey, like the way that the governor had like lined out Central Jersey was way off.
It's almost like they went out of their way to make Monmouth County a part of North Jersey. Like
Yeah.
you look at the map,
You're
like
part of us now.
nah. Everyone from Monmouth County,
Welcome
literally
to the team.
I was just last week. I was talking with my probability professor about this. It was like me and a couple of my friends in that class. We stayed behind after class, just like chit chatting with the professor and whatever. And somehow we got on the topic of Central Jersey. And so I expressed my belief that I expressed the truth that Central Jersey is real.
I spoke my truth.
I spoke the truth. And sure enough, funny enough, my professor agreed and was also from Monmouth County. So
Yeah.
she shared exactly my point of view.
Exactly.
Because, yeah, that was funny. And then we got into the whole thing after that about, like, yeah, we're really protesting the important elements of state government.
High school walkout.
High school walkout for Monmouth being in Central Jersey.
Justice for Monmouth, bro.
Justice for Monmouth.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Crazy. No, but I mean, it was fun being in North Jersey, but it did kind of make me realize that like there is definitely a difference between like North Jersey, Central, and South. Because
Yeah.
at least in specific parts of South Jersey, like it can be really different
Yeah,
culturally and like physically.
South Jersey is interesting in and of itself. I don't admittedly have the most experience in South Jersey, to be perfectly honest, but like it seems like there's a lot of variety there because like you got like by the coast and it's
Yeah.
more like I don't want to say more developed, but like more suburban as opposed
Yeah.
to like Pine Barrens,
Yeah,
whereas
like,
obviously
literally, like,
not.
farmlands. Yeah.
Yeah, like and like not to discredit anyone from any part of New Jersey. I'm not doing that. I'm just outlining like there are differences.
Yeah, no, I remember we were going to a Smash tournament in South Jersey, and we had to go through this like super rural part of South Jersey, and we're like,
Yeah.
"Are we in New Jersey?" I
Yeah.
was looking around, and I'm like, I feel like I'm in Oklahoma right now. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like I'm in Jersey right now, but
Yeah, it's crazy.
Central Jersey is also not entirely like North Jersey either, because it's like more. It's not as populated as North Jersey, I don't think, but it's also like pretty suburban. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. Central Jersey is like 95% pure suburbs. There's
Yeah.
like some farms stretched around there, but like not many. It's interesting how like
Yeah.
just pure suburbs Central Jersey is.
Hey,
if you
I
ask
think
me.
the main thing is that like Central Jersey is like college student galore. Because you got Rutgers, you know what I mean, New Brunswick. You have Princeton University. You have TCNJ here. There's a lot of like the bigger New Jersey colleges are specifically like in the Central
Huh.
Jersey area.
I never thought about that,
If
but
you really think about
that makes a lot of sense actually.
Yeah. Whereas like a lot of the other big New Jersey colleges will be in North Jersey, but they'll be like high up north near like closer to New York, like northeast kind of area.
Yeah. Like close to the city at that point, that's
Yeah,
its
like
own thing as well.
NJCU type of thing.
NJIT's around there too, right?
NJIT, yeah. Those are the only two I can think of right now.
Yeah, I'm also
Stevens. Yes.
Stevens. Yes, that's the other
Because
one.
I think EO is a Stevens alumni. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
or something like that. But
Hmm.
yeah, you've known. I mentioned this earlier, but you've known Kenny for like a while at this point, like since high school, middle school type of thing.
Yeah. If we want to be technical, I've known the man since elementary school.
Really?
We got. I've known him since elementary school. We've been to school since elementary school.
Yeah.
We got closer, definitely, to high school to the point where we also
Yeah.
wanted to be roommates in college as well. But like, we live. Yeah, we've been to same schools forever. It's actually really funny. We also carpool a lot to and from home.
Oh,
For
really?
breaks, because we literally live like 3 minutes away from each other.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's crazy, actually. Yeah. So you've been basically living near him or by him for a while now, and you've been living. You've always been roommates with Kenny, right? Even
Yeah.
freshman year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you were in Sen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Sen. I hear all the stories about Sen. How is what?
Oh.
What's Kenny like as a roommate?
Oh, he's great.
Oh,
He's
he
great.
is? Okay.
He's a character, but like not in a bad way, I would
Yeah.
say. I've actually had a great time rooming with him. A lot better than I've heard horror stories about people who go random and that kind of
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
And it's really unfortunate.
Not like,
I
it's
never
not
had
like
to do with any of that.
it's not like Chris Dorman with JD when JD's like playing Clash Royale in his sleep at 2 a.m.
Come on, that's
Love you,
Well, I
JD.
mean, we love you, JD. And like, hey, I hope you won that game.
Hey, house real big.
JD real big. But nah, that's great. And the one with Kenny is good. It really
Yeah.
is. Yeah, I've liked it.
That's good. How often, like, what was Kenny like one of your main friends like in high school type of thing, or did you like? Because I know you say you got closer to him in high school, but like, were you hanging out with him consistently like during high school? Like, do you have classes with him type of thing?
Admittedly, not the most. Especially classes. I didn't really have any classes with him.
Mhm.
That's just kind of how that worked.
Yeah.
Again, as high school started out, we weren't the closest, admittedly. I had other friends, especially from FTHS drama. That
Mm.
was a interesting.
Oh,
that was a good
you're a
group of
drama
guys.
you're a drama student.
Yes, I was.
Really?
I did drama all throughout high school.
Wait, that's more.
Yeah, I guess I haven't actually talked about that. I did drama all throughout high school, and it was that's a time. It was great.
Yeah.
Then I came to college, and then I got busy, and I
Yeah.
wasn't getting like in the shows. And so I do
Yeah.
crew. I do crew now essentially.
Oh,
which,
yeah, you do crew, yeah.
yeah, I do crew, which low key I'm actually really fine with.
Yeah.
Considering that they do more shows during a year in college, I'm busier during college. I have less time in college.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I've acted in one show in college, spring of my freshman year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I'm
Did you
low-key
do
kinda
good?
fine. Oh yeah, I think I did pretty good.
Yes, sir.
It was an interesting show.
How many
but
people are like going to these TCNJ like drama shows?
A lot,
Like,
actually.
is it like a
It-
packed venue? Is it like the Kendall Hall auditorium type of thing?
Half of the time. So the way it
Okay.
works is when they do a show, it's in one of two places on campus.
Yeah.
They're always in Kendall Hall, but it's either in the big Kendall Hall auditorium, like I'm
Mm.
sure you've been in there at least once or twice, right? It's either in the big Kendall Hall auditorium, or it's in the black box. You know what that is?
Vaguely. Can you tell me more about
It's in the same building. It's kind of the way you enter Kendall to get into the main
Yes.
auditorium. It's on the other side of it.
it? Okay.
It's called a black box for a reason. It's like a black interior room.
Oh, yeah,
and it's
yeah,
just really, really small compared to.
I think it's by
obviously,
the
like, big
I think it's by the
auditorium.
WTSR room. Yeah. I
Yes,
think I know what you're
yes,
talking about.
it is.
Yes.
So
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
yes, so it's either in that black box or in the big main stage.
That's cool. That's cool.
Essentially, all the plays. There's two theater organizations at TCNJ.
Mhm.
There's ACT and TMT. ACT
Yeah.
is all college theater. They do just straight plays, no music, like
Yeah.
plays. Then TMT, TCNJ Musical Theater, they do just musicals.
Yeah, musical theater.
So there's
Yeah.
that split. Essentially, all the plays, the regular plays without music, they are always in the black box. And the
Yeah.
musicals, the spring musicals specifically,
Those are big.
those are
get
big.
huge.
Those are in the main auditorium.
Mhm.
Whereas the fall musicals are also in the black box.
They selling out the venue with that one for sure.
Yes. So what happens is whenever a show's in the black box, it's pretty darn likely to just sell out simply because the space is not that big.
Yeah.
You know, like sell out every night type of thing. Some shows sell out quicker than others. I remember I was talking about Romeo and Juliet. That was the most recent show that ACT just did.
Yeah.
That show sold out every night, like moderately quickly. I think I've
Damn.
seen shows sell out quicker. I think I've seen shows sell out slower than that. But like every show sold out. Again, it was in the black box. Meanwhile, when some of the musical shows are in the main stage, they don't really sold out because that theater is just so effing massive. You know?
Yeah, no,
like
it's huge.
I don't think I'm not sure if we've ever sold out a main stage production because like that's a ginormous theater.
You know, it's huge. I remember the Kendall Auditorium, that big one, where it was during Welcome Week. I don't know if they did this with you guys. I don't know if you did this for you.
They did
your
some
class,
Welcome Week stuff in the auditorium
where it's like stand up if you have this form of trauma.
Oh my! I think I remember that.
Dude.
I actually was not in the auditorium for that. If we're thinking about the same thing, I was not in the auditorium for
Okay.
that. I think there were so many freshmen.
Yeah, they did it. They did it all across different. You also did that for our class. Like they did it across different venues.
Yeah, I was in like some room in I forget which building. I was in a different room, like watching the Zoom or whatever of it. You know.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Dude, it was so crazy. Honestly, it's such a wild memory to be honest. I remember it was me and I went with two of my friends that I just met like a few days before, and like it was so we were all watching like being like these are like heavy questions like this is. I'm so surprised by like they expect us to like just be like yeah I'm gonna stand up for this. But I mean, I think for some people it was effective and powerful, and for other people it was like, "Yo, what are we?
Yeah, why are we doing this?
Here?
You know, like you get the split.
This is like a lot to take in. But it was definitely one of those weird like Welcome Week memories that I remember pretty strongly. I would say.
Yeah, you get some of those. Some Welcome Week memories are pretty out there.
I think it's hard to explain just how different freshman year is from like the rest of college. I feel like freshman year, like so much stuff happens, like in terms of events, but also like socially and culturally during freshman year. That is just so different from how college actually is for the rest of the time you are there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you with that. One thing that I think about that as well, because I thought about that kind of thing too with my own college experience. One thing that I think helps with that is the building Centennial itself. I was in Centennial. Actually, where were you your freshman year?
I was in Traverse.
What floor?
T5, baby.
T5.
Yep. What a time, truly. But yeah, it was. I was gonna mention because my dad had messaged me, and he shared me this photo of me and him in London when I went on vacation in London in October of 2022. This was about like 3 years ago at this point. I look so different then. This is me freshman in college. And I'm like, I feel like I look completely babyface.
I mean,
there.
I wouldn't say completely babyface.
And I'm like,
I see where you're coming from with that. I wouldn't
old
say
and
completely
jaded.
babyface.
yeah.
The hair is a big difference.
Yeah,
but
the
like,
hair's the main thing.
your face, I can tell that's you, face-wise.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure. I think the main thing is just like gained a lot of weight since being a freshman in college, for sure. But
Yeah, depending on the freshman 15 is a real thing.
yeah, no, well, for me it wasn't the freshman 15; it was like the sophomore 50. I gained a lot. Like I didn't gain that. I like actually lost a bit of weight freshman year, and then when I started gaining weight in sophomore, it all came like so fast. You know what I mean? But I've been losing weight. I had to like basically isolate myself in the middle of nowhere in New Jersey to really lock in and lose weight because my mom lives just like in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, I see.
It was great. it was fun. I've been trying to exercise a little more. I finally found like an actual good biking path around TC and J that I'm able to bike around. So I'll probably be doing that more consistently.
All right, solid stuff.
But yeah, you and Kenny, are there any like crazy stories about Kenny or like about you or Kenny, like or something like that from high school?
Oh, from high school.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was wondering because I feel like it's such a different time. You know what I
It
mean?
is such a different time. I kind of haven't thought about high school in a while, not gonna lie. Um,
I've had to think about high school recently because I went back to high school. Well, I can go back to high school. I went to
oh no, you got kicked
I
out.
got
Oh,
kicked
dude.
out.
That's why you were
Yeah,
here
put
for
me
like
back
a
in.
month.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. No, I I went to I went back to Madison to go a marching band performance because they were doing a tribute. Um, and I was also there to coincidentally like see family and go to my dentist appointment. So I ended up going back to the high school for the first time in a while, and so it made me think about like how crazy like different high school was for me
yeah. Like,
compared to where I am now.
nah, I hear you on that. High school was massive different. I remember, yeah, high school was so crazy.
Yeah,
I still, it still amazes me how I was able to sit in class for 7 hours at a time.
dude, that's what I'm saying.
It's
Dude.
so wild.
Genuinely, that's actually like so real because the way like I can like because going from however long we have classes per day to from like having to be in class like 7 or 8 hours a day for 5 days a week, like it's like a genuine like culture shock because like it is crazy how because for me I think I had 6 classes every day and then lunch,
Hmm.
and it's like an hour class and then probably like an hour ish of lunch. Like so, yeah, it's like 7 days of school, and you're like taking like 6 hours of classes. Is genuinely like I could not do that today.
It's yeah, it's crazy. I remember specifically. I think I was a sophomore,
Hmm.
or it was like at the tail end of my freshman year, or maybe like
Yeah,
summer before my sophomore year. One of my high school friends was a year younger than me. He was going to his freshman year of college, and I
yeah,
was essentially I forget exactly how it came up, but I was essentially telling him, "You're gonna get to college, and you're gonna be so amazed how you went through 6 hours of classes at a time." Because
dude,
let me tell you,
seriously.
back to back classes are gonna
Yeah,
it's
back to
effing
back. Yeah,
crazy.
back to backs kick my
3 hours
tail.
of classes in a row is hard enough.
Yeah, I know. Like it's crazy.
This semester I have on my Tuesdays I have 6 hours of classes in total. It's back to back from 9:30 to 12:30.
Dang.
Then I get an hour and a half break.
Yeah.
Then I have computer science with lab from
Oh,
2 to 5.
them lab
So that's another
classes.
3 hours. So that's 6 hours classes total,
Hmm.
more or less. And like, I'm like surviving it. I don't want to like over exaggerate that
Dude,
much, but
those
it's crazy how it's
yeah.
like, wow.
Those lab
And it,
classes in high school would take years off of my life.
oh yeah,
It was so crazy. I just and it's crazy too because like you're taking a lot of classes that you're not super passionate about because you have one specific thing in mind that you're interested in. So like for me, like taking English class, like I'm like if I had to take English class today, like 3 4 days a week for an hour, like I would like be falling asleep every
yeah.
single
That's
time.
that's the other part too. Having each class every day or every other day. That's another big
Yeah.
thing from high school to college, if you ask me. Because like, frick, imagine having class 4 or 5 times a week. Having one class 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like
And
what are you in there learning about?
there's not this much to learn, darn
I
it.
know, like we'd have entire classes, especially in math. We'd have entire classes where basically just doing practice questions for an hour. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Like,
We're not really like learning anything.
no, I hear you. I hear you on that.
And you also like, and now a lot of people have like their 8 a.m.s or their 9 a.m.s today, but like you always, every day had your
You had
8
an 8 a.m.
a.m.,
Yeah.
you know?
In my district, it was interesting. I think I went to in my district. I think we had late schools and early schools. Basically,
Really?
some schools started at like I think at Friel Township, my high school. The
Yeah.
first class started like 8:24. I think
Yeah.
it was like at least I remember 8:24 for some
Oh
reason. I
my
think it was
goodness.
8:24.
That just unlocked so many neurons in my brain.
Seriously?
dude. Because I think it was 8:24 as well, or something like
Is that
that.
like high school
Or
start
it
time?
was like, yeah, it was something like in that ballpark. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. And because I know, well, I would get to school at like 7:50. Then eight
Yeah.
o'clock they start welcoming people into class. So maybe it was more like 8:10 ish. But like I remember like 8:24 was also like a specific like starting point on some days.
I want to say 8:24 is when classes started for
Yeah,
me. So yeah, your class started 8:24. You had to get up before that. I
yeah,
personally like showering in the morning too, so I got up early.
yeah. You have to
I
get up
got up
early for
like
that.
frick. I get up at like 6:30, 6:45.
I would be wake. And I was in a fortunate position where like my house was like a 5 minute drive
Okay.
from school, but I would be there. Oh yeah, and I remember some people had like a period zero where they had a class.
Well, like a homeroom type of thing.
No, they like if you had to like I don't know if you had to make up a class or if you were taking like a more advanced class that's a requirement. Sometimes they would have some classes like before like they would have some classes at like 7 o'clock. Like they would have seven. They would genuinely have like 7 o'clock classes in the morning. And I'm like, how is that even humanly possible?
Is this legal? Is this
I
humane?
don't know. I mean, like
What the
that's what I'm
heck?
saying.
That's
Or it was
insane.
like 7:30 or something like that. It was crazy how early it is. It's crazy how I had to wake up every day at like 7:30. Um, at the latest
Yeah, that's
7:30.
like
You know,
yeah, that's crazy. Cause
I don't
it's
even.
completely
I
right. It's
genuinely.
such a
I don't even wake up that early to go my 9 to 5. Like to go to my work, I wake up at like normally like 8:10, and that's normally enough for me to get ready. I'm waking up earlier than that for my high school classes,
yeah.
which is so crazy. I don't know about you. I don't know if you remember your dreams at all or not, but I
Oh,
do.
yeah. Go ahead.
I constantly dream about being back in high school, like
Oh
all the
shoot.
time. And I generally like. I don't know if it's like it might be a socially implemented thing. It might also be a genetic thing because I also know my mom has these dreams all the
The high
time.
school dreams have been passed down in our family
And
for
genuinely,
generations.
yeah, no, for
That's crazy
generations,
though.
it's been passed down that that I keep dreaming about being back in high school to have to like take classes, and
That's
every time,
crazy.
and like my dreams are like partially lucid, so I I can call out like the nonsensical stuff in my dreams where I'm like, bro, I'm literally in college. Why am I going back to high school? But I'm like, well, I guess I'm back in high school now.
That's crazy. Um,
um,
that's really crazy. I
yeah.
can't say I've dreamt about high school since I started college,
Oh, thank
but
goodness.
then again, I'm also not one to remember my dreams much at all. Like it's
Yeah.
rare if I do, and when I do, it's like I don't think about it for a while afterward, and
I
it's
know.
just
I know. Apparently, Kenny had a crazy dream. Oh, who is this guy?
oh,
What's going
Giller,
on,
this guy.
guy?
How you doing?
Hi, AJ.
We were talking about high school and how I constantly dream about being back in high school.
Oh yeah, your weird, scary dreams. Like,
Yeah, no, I have very vivid, crazy dreams.
Now, if I might ask, are they like bad dreams about high school, or like
Honestly, my high school dreams are mostly neutral.
okay? Because
Like,
I didn't know if it was like inner high school PTSD or something like that. Or I don't know if you were in the trenches,
Yeah.
you're getting your flashbacks or whatever.
Oh my goodness, I'm back in high school. No,
Um,
it's normally fine. I do have bad dreams pretty often, but normally my high school dreams are actually like pretty like whatever. Normally it's just me going from class to class. You know what I
Interesting.
mean? I very frequently have my most common dream is often related to high school as well, because I would like forget stuff. Like I would, for example, like because I play high school. I'm high school football,
Mhm.
for example. And sometimes, like I think there was one time where I like forgot my practice jersey, for example. I had to practice with like my regular like game jersey, which was a big no no. Um, I very often dream about preparing to go to something, and what will happen is like for example, I wake up and I need to go to class. I'll like wake up, I'll head out to class. I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot my backpack. I'll get my backpack. I go to class. Oh shoot, I forgot my computer. Let me get that. I go. I'm about to walk to my class. Oh shoot, I forget my computer charger. You know what I mean? It's just that for like 20 minutes, basically.
Mhm.
of me walking back and forth trying to remember things as I try to get to class on time.
Yeah, that's interesting. Um, I guess I see
I don't know what
where.
the I don't know what the point of me saying that was, but
No,
that
that's
was really
interesting. That's
to point
interesting.
out. Yeah.
No, I think I get that kind of dream. Like I've had dreams where like I don't know if I've had it in college or if I've or maybe this is just like when I was in
Mhm.
middle school, high school. But like I've had dreams like where you're late to class, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Uh, like and it's weird. Like I don't know. Then again, I also don't remember much of my dreams at all.
Yeah.
There's nothing going on here. So
For real. But yeah, do you have any sort of like interesting things, anything crazy that went on at your high school, or did you have like a normal high school experience?
I'd say my high school experience was pretty normal. Like you heard about some things that went on that, admittedly, you don't know how true they are.
Yeah.
Like there's always, unfortunately, gossip mills, rumor mills.
Yeah.
But like you don't know. I mean, for start, a lot of it I don't know. I don't have firsthand experience with.
Yeah.
So I'm speaking about my high school experience.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty normal.
That's interesting. Yeah.
My high school friends are characters, but like not in a bad way or anything
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. It was my high school experience was pretty chill.
Man, I wish I got to meet JD in high school. I wonder what that would have been like. Shout out to JD, man.
Shout out to, we love you. We love you.
House real big. My high school was. I mean, I went to Madison High School. It's honestly a very good high school.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was just like not in the place. Like I didn't like get the most out of high school personally, but my high school like honestly was. I mean, things were really thrown out of whack when COVID hit. I was a
Yeah,
I was a
that is a thing.
sophomore when COVID hit. I guess you were a freshman.
Yeah, I was a freshman.
Yeah, dang, that makes me feel old, even though it's only a 1 grade difference.
Yeah, now that makes you feel old. Oh my goodness, I have
Yeah.
something to make you feel
Oh,
old.
dude, actually, before you get to that, I went to this tribute marching band thing, and this was I realized that this is the first year where I know nobody from high school because
yeah, that's a
all the
thing.
freshmen when I was a senior, they're now in college. The only chance I have is if any of the and there probably are some of these people, any of the YMCA campers that I counseled that were in middle school like 2 years ago, maybe they're in high school at MHS.
Mhm.
But for now, like I don't know anybody from
No,
high
that's interesting. I know the feeling too. Again, like I was in theater in high school, so I've gone back to high school to see like my high school's like plays and musicals
Yeah.
as time goes on, and like yeah, you do see less and less people.
school.
I know.
That was literally me at homecoming last week.
Yeah, you were saying
Yeah.
it's crazy.
I don't know anyone in Drumline.
I know, dude.
Although I am a little lucky. My one good friend.
That was
um,
Kenny, by the way. Shout out.
Yeah, that was my one good friend from high school. He, he was the same age as me and everything.
Yeah.
We did drama together, and we had a good time and all that and everything.
Uh huh.
His little brother, who was a freshman in my freshman year,
Okay.
like, so I guess he's a junior in college now. Like he was a freshman in high school when I was a freshman in college,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken.
So he's junior in high school.
Yes, his little brother, whom I knew, from like seeing his brother at his house.
Yeah.
Like I've known him. He's a cool guy and everything. He's also in that school doing like the TCNJ, the FTHS, like drama and stuff. So at least that's one extra year of someone else I know
Yes,
being in the stuff.
exactly. That's good.
Like 1 year normal, then like
Oh, still got it, baby. I know
Ug's
one
still
person.
got it.
I
I know
can
one
recognize
person in
one
this
person,
play.
baby.
I know one person.
I'm basically Teflon Don in this high school, bro.
But no, that's a crazy feeling. I'm getting where you mean.
Yeah, like it makes me think because and one of the cool things I will say about my high school is that I took art class a lot.
Okay.
I don't know if I've shared this, but I used to be big on art. I used to draw like every day.
Right on.
I eventually quit drawing because I actually hate I realized I actually hate drawing.
Oh shoot.
I just like looking at art.
But not making
And I like when my art is made.
but not making
But I don't
it.
like making art. I do have one cool art piece that I'm proud of, and that's pretty much it. I did I forget like a scratchboard drawing of the Guardian from Breath of the Wild.
Ooh, that's
And
cool.
it was pretty baller, honestly. It's the one time I was like, okay, I kind of cooked up here. Other than that,
That's so funny. You drew
there
a
were
lot, but
there were really good artists in my grade, and so every time like I would have like my cool little art, and then I'd see theirs, I'm like, wow, I literally suck. I know comparison is a killer of joy, but like it really like see about how good my classmates were at art, and then see me, I'm like, I don't got it, bro.
well, hey, I'm not gonna judge you for a single darn thing. I'm a math major who is the definition of not artistic.
I mean, I think I'm better at art than the average person.
I'm
You know
sure
what I
you're better
mean?
than me.
I think
It's just like I'm not gonna get on your case. I am bottom of the barrel.
I wonder if I can find my that art. Yes, right here. Is it?
Oh, that's sick as frick.
Yeah.
Did you like trace that somehow?
Yeah, it was originally traced.
That's insane. That's
I
great.
traced, but the actual like shading that I did, that was me.
That looks like official artwork. Holy
Yeah.
cow.
I guess I can show it. I can flex about it to the camera. I don't even know if you could even see it that well. Yeah, no, the
The blur.
the blur is crazy, but you
But-
just assume that's fire. Assume
you,
that
you
it's
just
really
saw
good.
something that is really, really good.
Yeah,
I
better
can
than
tell you
anything-
that.
Better than anything else I've ever made in terms of art. The one cool thing was that if you took art classes consistently, when you graduated high school, the teacher let you, because it was like a white like large brick wall across the art room.
Okay.
You were allowed to paint one of the blocks,
Ooh.
like one of the bricks, with your own artwork to sort of cement your, I guess, legacy or whatever. And so I did my thing. I did my painting, and I remember I was talking. I was going on a walk last winter, and I actually ran into one of the campers that I was camp counseling for the YMCA, and I was they were talking to me, and I told them like, have you been to the art room and have you seen those and I told them what I had painted, and they were like, yeah, I've seen that at the art room. I'm like, that's crazy. Like that's someone that has seen like my painting from like 2022 or something like that.
That is crazy.
That's in high school right now. That's like a sophomore or junior in high school right now. Like, that's so crazy to me, to be honest.
Cool stuff.
And that was one of the cool things where I'm like, I'm still goated. They will remember me. They'll remember my name.
That they will.
But I think COVID really made things crazy.
I mean, obviously, yeah.
I remember honors chemistry was the most like unserious class of all time because our professor could not like control our class whatsoever. Because
Wow.
it was just a Zoom class, and we're just like, he barely knows how to use Zoom. We all don't really care, and they're all just, like goofing around, and like we basically learned like nothing for a good 3 months.
That's it.
It was crazy. I feel a little bad, but he was also like he also got he got in trouble for some really racist social media posts.
I mean,
So-
don't say anything here. I don't want to know it. I don't
Yeah,
want to know anything.
I'm not gonna recite his racist media posts. But yeah, no, I've been a little bit of a bit of a hater ever since because I'm like I don't think that's very great. I don't think that's very nice. But yeah, it was a fun time though. Actually, well, it actually wasn't fun because it was COVID. But like,
Well, I mean, yeah.
those quarantine classes you just had to be there.
I know the feeling.
Yeah, that's something that we're gonna be telling our future generations about. And there's you had to see it. You had to be there to believe it.
Yeah. I remember obviously quarantine classes and everything. I remember at first, well, okay, maybe not at first. For a little bit of, it was my sophomore year that COVID started my freshman year. It was
Yeah.
my sophomore year that like we were going through a significant portion of it in COVID. So I remember sophomore year health class. It was actually kind of goated if you ask me. Because
Really?
one of the things I did in high school was I worked out. I had a little home gym that
Nice.
I would spend some time after school. I'd work out and like it was
That's
good.
fire.
But that's an extra like what 45 minutes,
Of
hour
commitment,
of
yeah.
my time after school.
Mhm.
So what they did for virtual gym class essentially
Mhm.
was I was able to essentially choose what I wanted to do and not and
Yeah.
be off camera for it.
Yes,
So what I would do
yes.
was
I remember
would
that.
I would rush I would go to I would get my gym clothes on, I would go to my garage, I would like pump a workout out and like I might not even finish it every day, but like I was just so happy to like be able to save even at least like 40 minutes
Yeah,
of
yeah.
time, that's cool.
No, that was good. I actually that reminded me that I had a similar thing in gym class when I did that. I ended up what did I do? I would go on walks outside, and that was
Okay.
nice. Gym class was very interesting because I remember, dude, because my freshman year, gym teacher, specifically when it comes to freshmen in high school, he would run freshman gym classes like it was the military.
Ooh, you're getting into shape this year.
Yeah, no, he would be like yelling at us. It would be crazy. He was so, and I like, it was. I had beef with him because I was always like a good student, but I took the, I don't know. Me and him like had some clashing for sure. Oh my goodness. But I think we eventually hatched it out. During like senior year, I think.
All right. Solid.
But what was I gonna say? Dang, I was gonna say something. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna watch back this podcast and then be like, oh, that's what I was gonna say.
But
Ooh,
nah,
it was something related to high school. Something related to high school. What did I do during high school?
gym class.
Gym class. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Senior year, like post COVID, gym class really became like it really like structurally fell apart.
Really?
For
Post
some
COVID
reason.
and not during COVID.
For some reason, well, I mean, obviously during COVID it was hard, but like post COVID, maybe it was just because we were seniors and juniors, but it got to a point where like the gym teachers were like, all right, what sport do you guys want to do? You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
normally gym class would be like, okay, we're gonna do this specific sport,
And
we're
like
gonna have
everyone did that sport.
we're gonna have our like casual side, we're gonna have our competitive side, we're gonna have all this. Senior year, they're like, just do whatever.
That's interesting because my gym class, really all throughout high school, I think even before COVID, we kind of had choices what to do in gym class. Like
Yeah.
usually, like for a couple weeks, you could pick. They did like cycles, so like
Yeah.
you would do badminton for a couple weeks or disc golf for a couple weeks. I think disc golf stories to tell. Or you could do like volleyball for a couple weeks. I have a volleyball story to tell too. But like it would change every week. You pick something different.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing.
I remember.
But like it wasn't like a free for all. Like
Yeah.
whatever you chose, you were like doing that every day. Like that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Senior year was honestly really fun for gym class and also like, oh yeah, they also like they had a really strict like changing policy. You know what I mean? You had to change into like, I guess, athletic clothing.
Yeah, I don't
You know what I mean?
In my school,
And
you
then
couldn't
they-
wear jeans,
and
or
then-
at least you weren't supposed to wear
Yeah.
jeans.
And then
post.
post COVID they completely dropped that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just like they legitimately just stopped caring, and I mean like it for better or for worse, it ended up making gym class a lot more fun. I remember we would play like not dodgeball, kickball. We would play a lot of kickball. Eventually, we got too good at kickball to where every time someone would kick it, it would be a home run because we were just like we were launching it to the stratosphere at that point, and we're like, okay, well, we've kind of solved the metagame. It's just become a shootout.
We
at
found
point.
this chat.
I was never historically, and a lot of people would just defer to just walking laps around the
Yeah.
the field. There was Gaga Ball.
I Gaga Ball was so good.
I was nice at Gaga Ball. I had strat down. I have a win. I'm a one-time Gaga Ball winner.
Let's go.
And I'm
let's
in
go.
I'm in a pretty limited circle of Gaga Ball winners because a lot of it was just like the athletes and stuff, and then there's me. I'm like,
I know the feeling.
"Nice."
I was not one of like the athletes.
Yeah.
But man, Gaga
I
was
had
fun.
dog. All right, I had that dog in me. I had the heart.
You had the will, you had the
I
desire.
had one singular win. I had a lot like top 4 placements, but I had that one win. I was like, I'm Teflon for one day. For one day, I'm goated.
I mean, hey, I'm glad you got that win. You know, they
yeah.
can't take that away from you.
Actually, that reminds me because of gym class. I think some of the origins of my my recurring dream of preparing stuff and forgetting stuff is because I would constantly like have to remember to bring a different change of clothes for a gym
Yeah.
class, like freshman and sophomore year, and also like a towel.
Oh, you brought
Um,
towels to gym? I didn't do a towel.
like
to gym. I tried to change
like
clothes.
a hand sized towel, just so you get sweaty. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
But I remember like I would like that was so much work because if you literally didn't bring a different change of clothes, you weren't allowed to participate in gym.
Really?
Yeah,
I think
it was crazy.
what I did for gym was we each had a locker, and I think after your freshman year, you got the same locker. Like you got a locker that was just yours.
Yeah.
It was like a little half size locker, but still, you got a locker in like the locker room, obviously that was just yours, and
Yeah.
you kept your clothes in there. I can't remember. I remember in like the hot months, you know, I was already wearing like shorts and a t-shirt anyway, and I think I was good. I can't remember if I ever actually changed my t-shirts or because like I don't get that sweaty, admittedly,
Yeah.
unless I'm like running. I really don't get that
No,
sweaty.
I get really sweaty.
Yeah. Like I don't change. I can't remember if I changed my t-shirts ever, but I remember like when in the cold months, I like wearing jeans, and you know
Yeah.
you're not supposed to wear jeans when you're doing gym class. They don't want you doing that.
Yeah.
And like you know, I put my sports shorts in there or whatever, and it was good. Where was I going with this? I was just talking about how my locker is in high
Yeah.
school, my gym locker. Oh, only locker I've realistically had to use in high school.
Really?
I don't know how your high school was, but my high school, no one used their locker.
Yeah, no one used their lockers in high school.
Yeah, everyone just put their
But-
stuff in their bag and just use their bag all day,
Yeah.
which
no.
like is very practical if you ask me.
Yeah, no one used lockers in high school. Middle school, they were very strict about like you had to use your locker.
I think there was the same thing with my middle school because I remember using my locker in middle school and like hardly ever using it in high school. I think I like stored some stuff when it was convenient. Like I might put my like jacket or like an umbrella or something in there for a few times.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean. No one uses.
There's a weird sense of community you would get having your locker room neighbors. You know, it was like microdosing the adult experience of community, of like having neighbors. You know, and then I'm just trying to think about someone else in gym class. I don't know. I just unlocked a bunch of memories when it comes to gym class. Oh yeah, the one thing is again, I was not a considerably cool individual like at all.
Join a club. Yeah.
But the one thing I had was that I used to play football. I remember I was playing flag football. Or actually no, it was just two-hand touch football. And I had juked the hell out of this one guy, and I was like the GOAT for like 1 week. For 1 week, everyone was like, "Yo, you remember when you juked the hell out of that guy?" Because because he's like an actual like serious, like he was like a serious like basketball player, and he was a way better athlete than me. When I juked him, he like literally like fell to the ground. I was like, "Listen, you will always beat me to everything else, but just for this one time, I had to get my get back." It's because I know one or two things about how to play football, and it was awesome.
All right.
But again, those are the little things you hold on to when it comes to high
The
school.
little things you remember in high school. Yeah.
And now here in college, it's different, but it's interesting kind of looking back at that. I was originally going to talk to you about video games, actually.
Hey,
I was going to talk about Game of the Year and like stuff like that.
Oh, I have my opinions on this, but I can talk
yeah.
about them again any day of the week.
We do have a couple minutes if you want to talk about that a little bit. But yeah, I haven't talked about high school in like so long, which is
And
why
that's fair. I also haven't really talked about
it
it
took me
much.
down that deep rabbit hole of like, wow, like a lot of just like high school things that I'm only remembering now. So it was cool to get to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that is cool. That is very
that's
cool.
pretty sick. But you play a lot of video games.
Well,
When
I try to. I'm a busy
Yeah.
guy. It's really interesting with me.
Did you grow up like a gamer?
Yes, I did. I grew up playing a good amount of stuff. I remember in like elementary school, my 3DS. Oh, that thing was goated.
Oh,
I love that thing so much. 3DS. Then eventually I got into like PlayStation 4. And I got the
okay.
Switch. And I spent a lot of
Yeah.
time on that.
Yeah.
Then I got PS5, and yeah. And so yeah, I've been a gaming.
Yeah, a lot of my when I was growing up, because I've been a Nintendo kid my entire life, and
Facts,
I've pretty much
facts,
exclusively been a Nintendo kid, for better or
facts.
for worse. Um, a lot of my classmates growing up, they were like PlayStation, Xbox, or like actually a lot of Xbox to be
Yeah,
honest.
I also got
And
the two. I got a lot of Xboxers
yeah,
in my
it was a
schooling.
lot of like Call of Duty that people were playing
Yeah,
as like
that
middle
was the thing.
schoolers.
I never really got into that. But yeah, that was also obviously a popular choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know my brother. He played Overwatch a bit. He had a PS4. And he played. I remember he played Uncharted 4. He would play
Uh-huh.
a lot of Overwatch. He doesn't play video games at all anymore, which is really honestly interesting because he was a
Yeah.
pretty big gamer back in the day, and now he's like, I don't think he
Now he's got a
plays.
life. He's
I don't
got a
think he plays video games. Like,
girlfriend.
yeah, no, seriously, he does. Like, it's crazy to think about, honestly.
Now he's ripped. You know, he's.
Yeah, I can still beat him in basketball though. That's a lie. I can't. I just have no stamina. We're both
Nah,
just
that's
like
real.
really bad basketball players going at it against each other. It's fun.
But no, that's interesting. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That's funny you had like a predominantly Xbox school too, because like
Yeah.
my household, like I guess starting with like my older brother, he had a PlayStation and I had
Mhm.
PlayStation. We were like a PlayStation household, if you will.
Yeah.
And that's just like everyone else has an Xbox. And I'm like, nah, that's not right.
Yeah.
But
I'm so interested in that. Like this, I feel like there was a time where like I feel like more whimsical games were less popular, and now they're back up. This is Brian.
My balls itch.
True.
Team I.
Because
Like
a lot
whimsical
of my
games. What do you mean
like
exactly? I think I
'cause
know what you mean.
nowadays a lot of people play Roblox. Roblox is huge in high school. And
Roblox
middle
is
school.
big. Roblox is big.
And
Yes.
like even like the shooter games that people play, like it's Fortnite. You know what I mean? And Fortnite's a super fun
Yeah,
type of game.
it's as whimsical as like a shooter can get.
Yeah, back in the day, and like back in the day, everyone was like playing like Call of Duty or like Battlefield. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
that's actually very true. Yeah, it's
It's
gotten
interesting. Like I feel like the paradigm has shifted a little
Yeah,
bit.
I guess it has.
Um,
I hear what you're saying with that.
yeah,
Um,
because now it's more like adults playing like Halo or Doom or something like that.
mhm.
Whereas like kids are back normally like they're back to playing like the Switch is more popular than ever. I think the main thing actually is that me in middle school, in elementary school, like that's around when the Wii U was out and the Wii U had flopped basically.
Yeah, I never had a Wii U.
And
just straight up.
The Switch took a couple years to become as ubiquitous as it is now. I don't think the Switch really got massive until like COVID hit and Animal Crossing came out.
I hear that. Yeah, but I mean, it did happen, and like everyone has a Switch.
Yeah,
So-
and nowadays like also everyone has a Switch like in high school as well. But I was one of the few people that like played Nintendo games in my class. You know what I mean?
My goodness.
But nowadays everyone's back on Nintendo stuff, so it's all well and good at the end. But
Yeah.
I've been playing on my Switch too. You know what I mean? Been playing Silksong.
Yeah.
Love Silksong.
That is good. I gotta play Hollow Knight. I'm playing through Arkham
Yeah.
City right now, which is a good game.
Ooh,
I'm trying to 100% it too, which is fun
Banger.
because that's a fun game to 100%.
yeah.
But yeah, I gotta play Hollow Knight and I gotta play Silk Song. I know I gotta do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually really funny. I have a massive backlog of games that I have started but simply have not finished yet.
Yeah, it's starting to be like that for me as well, which is why I'm trying not to get too many games.
Yeah, I
at
know,
this
but that's the
point.
thing. Meanwhile, these games come out that I want to play, and it's
I
just like,
know. It's too tough, bro. But I'm curious, what are your favorite games of all time?
that's
what-
a good question.
Like, what type of games like really speak to you?
This is a more recent development, but recently, Soulsborne games, I love them.
Yeah.
I remember getting my PS5, and like one of the first games I got on it, not like the first, but like one of them was Demon Souls. Do you know? Quick
yeah,
question.
yeah.
Do you know about Demon Souls?
Yes, I know about Demon
Okay,
Souls.
because
I remember
it's
the
weird. It's
Game
like-
Grumps playthrough of that.
it's weird. It's it's like the dark horse of all the Souls games. It's a Souls
Yeah.
game. It's the first Souls game.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone forgets about it,
Mhm.
but it's a Souls game. I played that remake, and I can't even say I knew exactly what I was getting into. Like, I've heard of Dark Souls, and I heard about Dark Souls. I knew that they were really hard. Oh, this that, and like I thought, okay, it'd be cool to play them one day.
Yeah.
And like I got Demon Souls, like not even completely knowing what I was getting into, from what I remember, and I just fell in love with it. And then I played Elden Ring right after that,
Oh.
and I have 300 hours in Elden Ring or something like that.
Okay.
I can't remember if that's before or after the DLC,
That's
but yeah.
fire.
Yeah, and then I played Bloodborne after that, also really fun.
Mhm.
And I want to play Sekiro next. So you see,
Yeah.
so yeah, Soulsborne's recently.
Ghost
I've
of
gotten into
Yotei
those.
just came out.
Is that a Soulsborne? I don't know if those games are like the Ghost
Um,
games are considered Soulsbornes. I don't think so.
I don't know, but they're similar in terms of like the action combat, from what I know.
Okay, I admittedly don't know the most about them, so it's very possible. I know they're good games that are also on my list of what I want to play eventually.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that I'm interested in. Also, just another really big thing with me has been Astrobot.
Yes.
You know this. I love the pants off that game. Oh my goodness. It's
Yeah.
I've played 3D platformers before.
Mhm.
You know, it's not like, man, something about that game is just so good. And
Mhm.
like, so you were talking about wholesome games before.
Yeah.
That is the definition of wholesome game.
Yeah.
And it's just, so awesome. And
Love
another
that.
big feather in that game's cap, the soundtrack is effing peak. If you don't have,
Yeah.
even if you don't have a PS5, if you don't have like the means to play it or anything like
You
that,
can listen to that.
just listen to the soundtrack. It's like I was never into techno or electric or anything like that.
Yeah, electronic music, but
But it's a lot of elements of that,
yeah,
and I effing love it. It's so
yeah, it's done really tastefully and done really well. It's definitely a really good game, and it's cool to see like Sony like stepping into that market. You know what I mean? It's
which
not.
is really
They
interesting.
beat
'Cause
Nintendo at the Nintendo.
They
game.
out Nintendo. That 100%. That
It's
game is so fun.
Crazy, yeah.
I remember, speaking of Astrobot, I remember. Do you know what Astro's Playroom is? That was
Nah, I don't think so.
so basically, it's like it's like the Wii Sports of the PS5.
Yeah.
Every PS5 came with Astro's Playroom,
Okay.
and like, okay, a lot of it was very tech demo-y. It showed off
Yeah.
the different things the controller do and whatnot. But it was also just a really freaking fun game.
yeah.
And like, it wasn't the longest. It was a packing game.
Mhm.
But like, it was a game. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I explicitly remember the week I got my PS5. This is during the school year in like high school.
Mhm.
I would stay up till like maybe 2, 3, 4 a.m. on school nights playing Astro's Playroom
On
and
school
being
nights
like,
is crazy.
On school nights, 100%.
You got to wake up at 7 a.m.
Yeah, it was not fun. But well, okay, it was very fun actually. I shouldn't have said that. But man, that playing Astro's Playroom specifically, that game was so effing fun. And
Yeah.
Astrobot is way better, obviously.
So, and you also, I know you have the
Yeah,
Tears of the
Tears of the
Kingdom
Kingdom
poster
poster.
right there.
It's interesting why I have that poster. You know how I mentioned that I have massive backlog of games I haven't beaten yet?
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom is one of them.
Really?
When I
You
got my
gotta beat that
Switch,
game,
I
bro.
got my Switch with Breath of the Wild. Love the
Mm.
pants off that game. One of my favorite games
One of
ever.
my
To answer
favorites
your
as
question,
well.
yes, love it. Great game. Tears of the Kingdom I started, haven't beaten it yet.
Mhm. How many hours?
Oh, maybe like I'm trying to do not everything, but like I'm taking my time with it when I do
Yeah.
play it. Maybe like 30, 40, 50.
Okay, there
rounds.
you go. That's still really good though.
Yeah, but like I've only beaten like one of the four big
I wish there were
bosses,
more.
so,
I
like-
wish there was more stuff in the sky.
Yeah,
with
that's the
Tears of
thing.
Kingdom.
It's like Tears of the Kingdom is so weird. And a
Yeah.
lot of would you drop
I
something?
dropped my hair tie.
Ah.
Oh my goodness.
But no, it's Tears of the Kingdom is so weird. In a lot of the ways, I want to say it's better Breath of the Wild. Because
Yeah.
like you have the fuse mechanic alone is really freaking fun.
Yeah.
Just like, all the weapons suck by default, even more
Mhm.
than they did in Breath of the Wild. They just do no damage. But the whole point is killing a white bokoblin and getting the horn that deals another 30 damage, and now you hold death in your hand.
Yeah.
Like, I really love how every enemy actually gives you something now.
Yeah.
As opposed to just in Breath of the Wild, they give you horns that you do nothing with.
Yeah, it gives you a real purpose to grinding out the game and actually living out every day.
Yes, that alone makes the game really fun. And like the abilities are really fun. Ultra Hand is really fun. I don't
Yeah.
like. I know people actually make like real artwork pieces of like
Yeah.
engineering in that game.
No,
I don't
they
do
be
that.
They be doing the crazy stuff. For
They do
sure.
the crazy stuff. I don't do that. But like, that is cool. Like the abilities are cool. And yet, in a lot of ways, it's not that much better than Breath of the Wild, or even arguably not as good as Breath of the Wild, just because of like Breath of the Wild was so iconic
Yeah.
that like that's a big part of it. Another big part of it is the wait. Tears of
Yeah.
the Kingdom took 5 ever to come out.
Yeah.
And it. I can't say it completely 100% lives up to. I haven't beat the game yet. I can't say it completely 100% lives up to that expectation.
Interesting.
I think
It's
weird.
I think
It's
a
like,
lot of people feel that way, to be honest.
exactly. That's
But-
why it's weird. Like,
I think for me personally, though, honestly, I think, and I completely understand how people feel, but for me, I think Tears of the Kingdom is like light years ahead of Breath of the Wild, in
Yeah.
my personal opinion.
I hear what you're saying, because
I
like
think for me, I really fell in love with the Underworld.
the underworld is fun.
The Underworld, I love it so much. And it's honestly one of my favorite parts of the whole game.
That's interesting.
And I think having when my first reaction to having like an entire second world that's just completely underground, like that completely blew my mind when I first was playing the game. And so I would say, and I was gonna ask what your top 5 favorite games are. I would say Tears of the Kingdom's on my top 5 for sure.
Solid stuff. That's a good opinion. Essentially, you mentioned the underworld. It's like that is a really cool addition. I like that they
Yeah.
added it. Admittedly, it's not the most impressive to me because like a lot of it is
Yeah.
kind of empty,
It's pretty empty and repetitive.
which is like makes sense. Like, okay, who's really exploring the second same
Yeah.
square area map underneath the whole thing? And like it's
Yeah.
dark. You're not like exploring that much. You're looking for the light root things. You're seeing what stands out as cool, and then
Yeah.
you move on. Like it's fun, but like again, I hear what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of ways, Tears of the Kingdom is just Breath of the Wild plus. Like
Yeah,
again, Fuse,
I get you.
the basic mechanics, I love them.
Mm-hmm.
But in a lot of other ways, it just feels like, I guess I can't say underwhelming, but like, just weird.
Whelming.
Maybe whelming would be a better word.
It's very whelming.
Because like, a big thing is, I think you've heard other people say this before, a big thing is the sky. It's really
Yeah.
not that much in the sky.
Yeah.
Like, oh my goodness.
You do kind of get debated by the cover art and by
Oh my
the
goodness.
intro of the
They
game.
make it sound like there's so much in the sky. Low key, I would have preferred if they ditched the underworld and just
And
made
then-
the sky better. Just
Yeah.
make there be more in the sky. Because there's almost nothing to do in the sky.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair, to be honest.
Like, the underworld is obviously way more massive, but
Mhm.
it's way more empty too. Just
Yeah.
like. But
Yeah, I know.
whatever.
That was one of the main things holding it back, really. But I still love that game. What would you say is your top 5, though?
Yeah, top 5. Breath of the Wild,
Mm-hmm.
Elden Ring,
Okay.
Astrobot.
Okay.
Here it's getting harder.
There we go.
Oh.
It's a very diverse top 3.
Yeah, yeah. The duality is bad.
Souls-like, whimsical
Elden
platformer.
Ring, whimsical platformer,
Breath of
Nintendo
the
game.
Wild.
Yeah. Here it gets hard. Whew. This could change on any given day, and
Mhm.
especially considering that I haven't had much time to think about this whatsoever. Part of me wants to say Odyssey is up there. This
Okay.
is in no particular order.
Yes.
Also, this
yeah,
is just top 5.
No order, yeah.
Part of me wants to say Odyssey's up there too. I love the pants off that game too. 100%ed it.
Mhm.
Awesome stuff. Oh. What else can I say for 5? Like, okay. Other all-time greats I played include Arkham Asylum.
Yeah, Arkham Asylum, you're playing that right now.
I'm playing Arkham City. That's the sequel.
Your Arkham
I'm,
City-
I'm talking about
Arkham
Arkham Asylum, just like, the one I finished.
Yes.
Arkham Asylum.
You mentioned Demon Souls.
Yes, Demon Souls. Not top 5, but
Okay.
still very good. What else I played? Bloodborne was good. I'm not sure if I'd put it like top 5. It was still really good.
Bloodborne.
That's hard.
Indie games,
Ooh, if we're talking indie games now.
racing games, fighting games.
This is so. I'm pretty confident about that top 3.
Yeah. Well, you got Mount Rushmore. If that means anything. You got Mount Rushmore of games. You have the top four that you mentioned.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
three games in Odyssey.
If I had to pick, okay, as of right now, if I had to pick a fifth game,
Mhm.
I would say Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Asylum. That's a good
Yeah.
lineup right there.
Yeah.
I think for me, I'd have to take a look at where my five because I have a backlogged
Okay.
account and I've been writing.
I'm,
I was writing
do you
reviews.
recommend that? Because like that might be a pretty cool
Um,
thing for me to try and get.
just so it's good for me so I can keep up with the games I've played and what games I really like. I'm genuinely I'm thinking of maybe Silk Song could be up there at some point.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
I
surprised
need
it's
to
not up there yet, considering I know you love it.
I need to
No?
I need to finish. I need to see how the ending is. If the ending if they can stick the landing with the ending, then I would say it's probably a top 5 game that I've ever played. But for now, because I haven't gotten to the finish yet,
Okay,
I can't determine just yet.
that's
I've 13 different 5-star games. I have
Okay.
Silk Song, Yoshi's Island DS, nostalgia
Hmm.
reasons.
Nice.
The Henry Stickmin collection.
Wow, that's
Real
interesting.
banger right there. Xenoblade 3,
That's peak. That is peak.
Shovel Knight, Treasure Trove, the complete collection.
Also peak.
Pokemon Black 2, Pokemon X is nostalgia. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Tears of the Kingdom, and Breath of the Wild. Celeste, Florence, and Greece. Celeste, Florence, and Greece is my top 3.
Mhm.
It's pretty much been that way for a while.
That's
I
very
haven't,
solid.
I haven't played I haven't played Florence since 2020. It's really like a visual novel, if anything. So
Okay.
I don't actually know how much I'd love it, how much I'd love the story now, but at the time, it really impacted me. It was really good.
That's interesting.
And then I would say Tears of the Kingdom is probably number 4, and number 5 could either be. It's definitely Xenoblade 3. Xenoblade 3 has to be number 5, maybe
That
even
is
number 4.
that is. You know what? I will consider that as my top 5 too. That game is so effing peak.
Xenoblade isn't truly I can't imagine there being a better Xenoblade game than that.
It is crazy good. I remember my Xenoblade experience is interesting. Real quick, I played Xenoblade 1 Definitive Edition. That was the first Xenoblade game I played. I remember
Yeah.
when 2 came out, I was like, "Ooh, this looks cool," but like for one reason or another, I didn't get it. Then the Definitive Edition came around, and I was like, "Okay, come on, it's the first one.
Yeah.
Let me play this." And I fell in love with it. Loved the pants off that game overall.
Mhm.
I think it got a little not as interesting towards the end, but like overall, phenomenal stuff. Then, right around that time, I was busy with other stuff. I was playing other games. I didn't get to Xenoblade 2.
Yeah.
Then Xenoblade 3 rolls around, and I'm like, yeah, I know I haven't played Xenoblade 2, but like this is the new current one. So I watched like the plot summary of 2, and I played through 3. And playing through 3 was interesting. For the first while of the game, I was having this feeling like, okay, the combat is good. It's
Yeah.
really good. And looking back, the combat in 3 is way better than combat in 1.
Yeah.
Just 100%. Great combat.
Mhm.
Great gameplay. Combat in 3, wow. For a while in 3, I was like, yeah, this is good, but like the story's not really getting me like Xenoblade 1 story. For a while in 3, I was like, I kind of prefer the Xenoblade 1 story so far.
Yeah.
Then Chapter 5 and Chapter 6 came around, and
It gets
and it's like,
crazy.
okay, no, this is one of the best video game stories I've ever played.
There were some of the biggest swerves I've ever felt in a lot of the biggest swerves storyline wise I've gotten in video games were Xenoblade 3 and Xenoblade 2 and 1. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think they all have really great twists.
It's
And I think are really well structured games. I think my ranking of the games goes 3 over 2 over 1.
okay.
But I love all of them.
And that's actually bringing my next point. Xenoblade 2 is one of the games I'm playing through right now. Part of this might be because I'm coming from 3 to 2, which
Yeah.
3 so far is seemed like the best game, best gameplay, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
2, I'm not having the funnest time with. Not that it's a bad game. It's just
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the blade system. Plain and
Mm.
simple. I don't like. One thing I really. Xenoblade 2 is not a bad game overall. Like
Mhm.
it's a fun game. I want to finish it at some point. Believe me.
Yeah.
But one thing that I really don't like in Xenoblade 2 it's like, okay, so you know how each character has their 3 blades, and
Mhm.
like, you can only select one at a time, and you have cooldown
Yeah.
for each, right? I really effing hate how drive combos work in Xenoblade 2.
Oh yeah.
Because then your party members, you know how your other blades are
Yeah.
on a cooldown. So while yes, you have 9 arts at a time, you have 9 arts. You can only
Mhm.
use 3 at a time.
Yeah.
So to get a topple, break, launch, break, topple, launch, smash 4-part drive combo.
Yeah, you're never
Across-
you're like never able to get that combination.
You know what I have to effing do? Because like I love hitting that drive combo.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying. It's great. It does a lot of damage. It's useful.
Yeah.
You know what I effing do?
But,
I play primarily Rex. I play primarily Aegis because
yeah.
if you like do the auto attack canceling, you can attack pretty fast with Aegis.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty good. What I do is Aegis has that topple move,
Mhm.
right? So I play Aegis 99% of the time because I like the way it plays.
Yeah.
I give Rex the other 2 blades purely dependent on having break and having launch and smash.
Yeah.
So what happens is I have to give Rex, who I'm controlling, 3/4 of the drive combo in order to be able to pull it off consistently.
Yeah.
So what happens is I wait for one of my other party members to break the
Yeah,
character.
you have to rely on the NPC.
Yes, but the thing is, I only have to rely on the NPC to break them. Then I have to rely on myself to topple, launch, and smash them. Because otherwise,
Yeah.
nothing happens. It
Yeah.
does not happen.
No, it's really complicated, but
It's just like,
I still love that game though.
yes, it's a good game.
And
The story's
I think
good.
it has some of the best areas.
Oh, the areas in that game are really
I think
cool.
the areas in 2 are as good as they are in 3.
One thing I will say is...
I know the area that Kenny has as his screensaver.
Yeah.
That area, that's my favorite area. Like maybe in any video game. period.
that is an awesome area.
Beautiful, beautiful place. I don't know if there's anything else you wanted to say
Uh,
about that.
I guess one thing I'll say is that, like, I hear you say with the areas. A part of me wants to say, this is only kind of fair. A part of me wants to say that I preferred the areas from Xenoblade 1, not strictly because I thought the areas were cooler, in a lot of ways they're not.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the whole dynamic of Xenoblade 1 of, like, looking up and seeing another part of the Bionis or the Mechanis. You know that thing, like, looking up and seeing the ocean, or looking up and seeing, like, the arm or whatever.
Yeah,
I
that's
really
cool.
effing love that.
It's pretty sick. Yeah.
And, like, obviously you don't have that in the other
No,
games.
it's
So,
a
like,
sick game. Yeah.
So that's my Xenoblade history. Xenoblade
For
3 is,
sure.
if you're not liking Xenoblade 3's story so far, get to Chapter 5 and Chapter 6. Changes.
Yeah. No, I love those games. So I think that's probably my top 5. Is
Yeah. I might have to think of...
Xenoblade, Tears of Kingdom, Celeste, Florence, Greece.
Yeah. And Celeste is also a very good game. I played that game. I'm not sure if I put it top 5, but, like, I love the pants off that game.
Banger game.
So good. I
Banger
remember
game.
playing you beat the moon, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. How long did it take you?
Long time.
That thing took me.
That's all I'll
I think
say.
that thing took me 9 hours. Not gonna lie.
It took a long time. It took a while, but
That-
yeah.
But man, also effing phenomenal game.
Yeah. But yeah, I love that, man. But listen, there's actually been it's been an hour 17.
Yeah, we've been talkative.
going.
We were losing steam with high school, but we started talking video games, and sure enough.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, it was crazy. It was awesome to be able to talk about this. Last thing I think I want to ask really quick is, what do you think is going to be game of the year?
Ooh, this year. We'll talk about this for a bit.
We got Expedition 33.
Mhm.
We got Hades 2. We got Silk Song. DK Bonanza. Ghost of Yote just came out. And then what else are we thinking? Like Monster Hunter, maybe? Like,
I know about Monster Hunter. Yeah, I'm not sure about Monster Hunter. I think those 5 are really good contenders. Whew, I haven't heard much about Ghost of Yote, just because I haven't been like following much at all. I'm sure it's a phenomenal game. So I'm hesitant to talk much about that. I've heard
Yeah.
phenomenal things about Expedition 33. I really want to play that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's between... I think the top contenders are Bonanza, Silk Song, and 33. But I think Silk Song and Expedition 33 are above Bonanza.
Yeah. I know. Oh, yeah, also Death Stranding 2
Yeah.
as well.
I have an interesting history with Death Stranding.
Split
But
Fiction.
yeah.
Another one of them co-op games that
Mhm.
EA be doing. And then some of the oh yeah, I remember I was talking about Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
low-key.
apparently that's a good game. I
Low-key?
don't hear too much about it, but
Well,
like
not
I'm sure it's a
now.
good game. If it wins, good for it.
That might be a tough one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I would love for Silksong to win. I think it'd be really cool having the first ever indie game win Game of the Year. I think that'd be a big moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Expedition 33 is like such a critically acclaimed game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like
Expedition
so is
33
Silksong too, and Silksong has a hype benefit. I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
guaranteed, but I think of all indie games that have come out, Silksong
Mhm.
has the highest chance of winning Game of the Year. Out of
Yeah.
like if there ever was an indie game to win Game of the Year, Silksong would be it. Just quality, hype. Like I not guaranteed, but far from impossible.
Yeah. Who's the publisher of the Expedition 33? It's Kepler Interactive. I don't
Never
know.
heard of
Is
that.
Expedition 33 is it an indie game?
I don't think so. I think it's like it might be like a AA game, if that makes any sense. Like
Oh, it's considered indie.
I
Is it gonna qualify for Indie Game of the Year?
I hope not. I don't think. I think
It's a
that-
double A game.
Yeah, AA game. I think that's a more accurate way to describe it.
Yeah. But I mean, it's cool seeing like we have a double A game and you know 2 indie games in real running for Game of the Year.
Wait, what's the other indie game?
Hades 2.
Oh, duh. Right. Yes.
Yeah. So I think that's really sick
That is really sick.
that we're at that point right now. So it should be pretty fun. I think this year for the Game Awards is gonna be really interesting. Hopefully Nintendo actually reveals something for the Game Awards.
Yeah.
It's been a good maybe 5 years since they revealed something of significance at the Game
That long?
Awards.
Well, I also don't remember what everyone else did for the Game Awards recently. What
I remember,
I don't remember
there
anything
was the Jordan Peele horror game.
Oh, I forgot about that.
There was the Naughty Dog announced an entirely new IP.
I don't remember this.
That was their big announcement at the Game Awards. Like they
Last
announced like
year?
a big
Huh.
a big IP. I mean I could look it up, but I think normally they announce some pretty big stuff at the Game Awards. So I mean like low key, like the Game Awards low key is just like a 4-hour commercial of games at this point.
With
but
little bits of
I'll take it. You know what I mean? I
yeah,
like seeing
it's
these
cool.
trailers.
It's a cool commercial. You know.
Honestly, it kind of feels it like almost like well not really. It like very slightly like 10% fills the void that E3 did.
Yeah, the E3 gap.
I miss E3, bro.
Yeah, I know there was some like not good stuff going on with E3, which I don't condone. But like E3 was a
I
really cool
actually
time.
don't know about that. So
Oh, I heard it was just stuff like I honestly came to talk about it. I don't think it was anything like super horrible, but just like less than ideal stuff.
yeah,
you know.
no, I got you.
But like, yeah,
We need to bring back. Listen, we need to double, maybe even triple the amount of excitedness.
we need
For E3.
we need E6.
We need E6 or E7.
E6, E7.
You know what I'm saying? And I think we can leave it off on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Hashtag support E6-7.
E6-7, baby.
E6-7.
Coming soon with you and you. Thank you for joining the pod. This was honestly one of my favorite episodes. We ended up going for like 82 minutes.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I know I've dropped the ball on actually doing this, but this is great.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm chilling. But listen, that was fun. You don't have anything to plug, right? You don't have like any social media kind of thing.
Ah,
Because I know Kenny has his Twitch and his YouTube and stuff like that.
yeah, I don't have anything like that.
You're just a dude.
I'm just a guy.
You're
I'm
just a guy being a dude. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just a guy being a dude.
But listen, that's the episode. If you've made it this far, comment, bring back E67. All right, peace out.